Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's Tasia.
Jametra.
And Morgan, hey guys.
Hello.
What do you do? Welcome back. No, we were gone for such a long time.
I know. And that's just gonna be the icebreaker. What have you guys been up to?
I just want to listen, y'all. I said a lot of things in 2021. I take 99% of them back. I completely listen. I won't like do a whole breakdown, but I take so much back. I'm so sorry. That's it. What was it? What was it? What was the
What is it
question?
that you're taking back again?
Just a lot. Just a lot. I was just saying a lot. I wasn't
A lot in regards to what?
just me, life. I don't know. I was just talking on the side of my head. I retract my statements. Um
Need some
it's a
clarity
new
here.
year. 2022 started February 1st for me, and I've been having a great month. And I'm just a different person. I've grown.
Mm-hmm.
So
What did you say last year that was
I
so
take
bad?
that back. I don't know. I just felt like I made a lot of statements. While they may have been true in the moment, they're a lie now. So
Can you give us an example? Because I'm not following.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Me either. I'm trying to think of
I'm not
anything that
being
you
like,
said. I was just trying to recall anything that you might have possibly said that would be so
Like on what's the topic?
yeah, I
Like
need
what
some
area?
clarity.
well, really, I was just speaking in general, but if we want to, break things down, I would just say that any attachments I made to another human being are null and void. And it is a new year, it is a new me, and I take everything back. I take it back.
Me too.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah.
Assume,
Wasn't
assume,
too sure. Wasn't too,
assume,
wasn't too sure with that
assume.
one, sister. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I mean, hey, that makes sense. That's fair. New year, new
I
you.
just didn't want the same tone to be, attached to me.
She basically wanted people to know that she's open.
Yeah.
I'm not that either, actually.
She's
Just leave
single.
me alone. Um,
Single. So
I don't want to be bothered.
She is
If you
with
wanna,
one. Okay.
if you want to talk to me, you have to talk to guy first. I'm sorry.
Oh,
He's the
damn.
door. He's the door. Talk to him, cause
Yikes.
I ain't got it on me.
Wowzers.
yeah.
Well, you heard that here,
You
sirs.
heard it here first. A not
Know
that
what you gotta
complicated
do.
exclusive.
Well, what
Yeah,
about
know
you?
what you
What you
gotta
been up
do.
to?
Nothing too crazy. Nothing like that. I don't have anything to take back or
Well,
retract
that was just my disclaim. Well, I just wanted to. This is our first time recording,
in the new year.
and I just wanted where things are now to be represented in a more accurate light. As far
No,
as what I've
totally
been
makes
doing,
sense.
I've been really growing and focusing on myself. And
Love that.
it's working. I am so happy. I am so at peace, and I'm grateful, and I am not stressed like I used to be. And I love that for
No
me, because
stress.
who needs that? Bye.
Right. Who likes stress? I sure as hell don't. What have I been up to? Nothing major. I moved. I'm still in Dallas, but I just moved
You know,
locations.
hmm bigger,
Been
better.
working, just the same old, moving forward in my career, those kind of things. She's a corporate
Things we
gal.
do. Improve.
Yeah.
Move up.
Boop, boop,
I
boop, boop.
made
I
that
was
be the
here. I'm
icebreaker.
here.
I made that be the icebreaker, and I literally don't have any like updates.
Well, you're further
Cool.
along in your journey.
Yeah.
That's an
The
update.
first year pharmacy school's over.
No, it's not.
First semester,
Oh,
dang, give us something.
First
yeah.
2 semesters. Well, they're not semesters. We do. I don't. What they called again? You told me. I forgot.
Quarters.
Quarters. Yeah. So the first two of those are
Gotcha.
quarters. Is
Okay.
3. No, we do 3.
Quarters would be 4.
Yeah, but we do 3.
Oh, which I don't know what the hell that is
I don't
then.
know what that is.
You guys do
Maybe I don't know.
something.
Yeah.
So
But
3
yeah.
in one school year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
don't
a
know what
little
the hell
weird.
that is.
Yeah. Maybe they count summer as one, but we don't take summer classes.
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yo no sé.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've all been doing great. Love that.
Love that for us. Cheers.
It's what we
Clink, clink.
deserved.
I don't have a drink today.
Clink clink.
I got water
My
too.
water.
Oh, this is my water. I'm almost done.
Oh, girl, I was like, what did you put in it? I didn't realize at first that your water bottle was like ombre. I was like, well, what is in there?
Oh, that was like
Some
no
crystal
water to
light?
me.
Right. I'm like, what is she talking about? Because that's clearly pink as hell. Ain't no water. Um, okay, so on to our pop culture. I actually
Okay.
totally forgot about pop culture.
Oh, well, we can talk. I feel like a lot of stuff has been going on. We can talk
It's
Yes.
about
like, can I keep up at this point? Let me see.
right. We can talk
Yes. I'm
about
trying
the
to think of.
Kanye thing. I don't really know the latest on what happened with Kanye being crazy.
Yeah, me either. I didn't watch the trilogy documentary or anything
Yeah,
like that.
me either.
I know there's something new about him possibly coming up, or he did a video and he cut off Pete Davidson's head in the video.
Oh
And
yeah.
something, yeah, I don't keep that up to date with that guy, so don't come to me for Kanye updates because I do
Maybe
not
you
know.
could just go on Instagram and see.
Yeah, um, I was trying to think. I feel like I saw something recently, and now it has escaped me. There's just been so. Oh, Miss Normandy had her booty cheeks out in painting to talk about her newest single. No one saw this.
I did.
I'll send it to you, Jametra.
Um.
Um,
Oh well, while we were gone, it's old news now, but I just want to say that the referees absolutely won the Super Bowl for the Rams. I couldn't
oh
say that
damn,
at
she
the
took it off.
time because I wasn't online, but that absolutely happened. And I just wanted to let y'all know that that's how I feel because that's exactly what happened. Um, yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to find this thing with Normandy because I just saw it. I think it might have been deleted everywhere, but she was in a Gucci G string
hmm
back to the camera and she
painting
was
streets.
painting
Oh yeah,
streets.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did see that. I did see that.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I did.
She was announcing her newest single.
Mhm.
Did it come out today? I
I
mean,
couldn't even
yesterday.
tell you.
I can't
Yeah,
remember what it was. I can't remember what the date said.
I
Yeah.
think it was a number in the teens.
Oh well, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Well, I do got one thing to say 'cause while we're also
Mhm.
gone, the Megan Tory thing got started up again.
Oh
It's
yeah, like
not
a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
Hmm.
It feels like a couple weeks ago, but this was like last week.
I
Oh, with
can't
DJ
even.
Academics.
Yeah.
I
Oh
just
damn.
honestly, I can't keep up. Like I'm just waiting. Is he gonna get sentenced? Is he not? That's all I'm really participating
It
in.
got pushed back until April. I think they
I
said.
know.
They
So
said
pretty much
court
like the in
dates.
betweens, I'm not like okay, I
Yeah, but
can't.
my thing had literally first of all, my thing had to do with her let me not say her little but her boyfriend.
Oh,
So
party.
the
I
last
forgot he said
the
something.
last time Tori and Cole came out, he was like, yeah, you want to fight me? Yeah, yeah, all of that, fight me.
Mhm.
Obviously, he didn't fight him. So
Yeah.
now again, Tori and Cole got some more stuff to say, and
Maybe
you
Tori's running.
now you want to try to fight again? Leave it on the playground. What Monique said. Leave it on the playground. Do
Maybe he
not
can't find Tori.
do.
Tori is
Yeah,
little. He's easy to hide. He's very easy to hide. And
shut
he's
up.
probably in Canada.
I don't know how he's not deported because he already's been arrested before.
Is he not in Canada right now? I assumed he was probably in Canada
No, no, no.
after the
I
whole
don't. I don't even
situation.
mean. I don't mean with the Megan. So I'm talking about before that he had a violent crime.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
you don't get deported when
I
you.
think it depends on who you are.
I
I
think
think
they have a
celebrities
lot of
kind of
stuff
get
going
it.
on in the White House right now. Like they have just it's all a mess. I don't know. They
And I
haven't
think
gone into it.
celebrities get off a lot
Like,
easier.
but yeah, but I would like for Mr. Party. Oh, you want to party with Cardi? I would like for you to not. Don't say it again. Okay. Because
I just
it,
want to see when
it
you run up on him.
because and my thing, if you really wanted to, you could. Him and Meg, Tori and Megan have been in the same place at this point.
They have?
Yeah, at the
Oh.
Rolling Loud. It was a while ago, but
Oh.
but since Mr. Party threatened him,
Oh,
he
gotcha,
had
gotcha,
been
gotcha.
him.
Okay, I see what you're
So I'm
saying.
like, if you
From
really
the
want
original threat to
it,
now, he's
and it
at
ain't that
least.
many places that famous people hang out in LA. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
know where y'all be at. So just what Monique said, leave it on the playground.
Party said,
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
ready
gonna
for
talk
this
my
whole thing
shit
to
for
be
my woman.
over.
Leave it on.
Tori, you know what you did.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk my
the
So
shit for my
thing
woman.
that's crazy to me is, okay, obviously she was shot.
Yeah, like I think
If
people forget that we saw
nobody
that video of her getting out of this big ass Suburban and her foot was
listened,
leaking.
yeah,
It was
obviously,
blood everywhere.
obviously she was shot. If nobody shot her, and that's what I'm
How?
saying, because
the critical
Explain that to
thinking is
me.
not there.
because
Yeah,
this
they don't critically think.
obviously she was shot. They're just saying Tori didn't shoot her. Tori didn't shoot her. Okay, well then who did? And then if he didn't shoot her and
They think
nobody
it's
else
Kelsey,
in
I
the car
guess.
shot her, but
You're right.
they said they didn't because it was
You're
Kelsey,
right. Yeah.
the bodyguard.
Yeah.
They said it wasn't them. So and when the police found him, Tori had the gun.
So it's like,
So can we just say obviously she was shot. So just say you didn't mean to shoot her.
yeah, like at this point, like don't try to deny the fact that
That
she
she
was
was
shot. Just come up with a lie because we know you're gonna lie. Just lie and say that you did it on accident or something.
yeah, because when y'all niggas be drunk, y'all be mishandling guns. That's another thing I
They
know.
do mishandling
I've been
guns.
around
Gun
a lot of
safety.
niggas who literally I've been around a lot of men who have guns, and when they start drinking, I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, because
They just try to bring it
they
out
get a
of their
little
shelter, and
Give
spastic.
me
I'm like,
very much
listen, gun
Casper
safety. Let's
out of
put
here.
that back. I said, gun safety. Put it down.
Let's put it in the
Down.
back.
Yeah,
Put it in the trunk.
away. Put
Right.
it literally,
Let's lock her up
literally.
because there's no need.
Like you drunk. Let's say you drunk, you fall. Now I'm
Now
shot
the shit.
because you over here acting crazy. No,
Mm-mm.
put it away.
Yeah, put that shit in the trunk.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that
Thank
could
you.
happen. You drunk.
True. It's very like I feel like people would have definitely if he would have just told the truth. People,
Yeah,
if all of this, it wouldn't have been this big deal because a lot of people would have understood an accidental
shoot it. Yeah.
shooting instead of you just saying I didn't shoot her, another person saying I didn't shoot her. Okay,
How
Casper did it.
did the gun drop and
She
then
fell on the bullet.
charge? Like,
Like, what are we even talking about here? What are we even saying, sirs and ma'ams?
and I want you
Not
men who
making
to
sense.
support him. Y'all are sick. You niggas are sick.
The ones that fight tooth and nail to defend
Yeah.
him.
I didn't even
Tori
know.
They're
didn't do
sick,
it.
period.
You niggas are
So
sick.
Tori didn't do it. Okay, you was there. Just like I wasn't there, you wasn't there. So how are you? At least I can prove that possibly he 99% somebody shot her. We could say that.
But my thing
You cannot say that she did not get shot. People would be like, it was glass in her foot.
from what? He broke the window, is what you're saying?
So then how did that happen?
Literally. So what you're saying is he broke the window and she stepped on the glass. So why did he break the window and what did he break the window with?
Window width.
it's just
Let's
see
let's
this. See,
let's
this is why I literally can't be bothered. Like, let's just get him sentenced and keep it moving
too
because
many
y'all
glackies.
don't really be having sense
Literally too many
sometimes.
glockies. Literally too many glockies.
There's too much shit going on, okay, in the world.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I do have a pop culture. This is the last one. This also goes into people not being able to critically think, specifically
Men.
the men.
She about to bring
Okay.
up that poll.
Sure am. Sure am. Sure am. Jametra Morgan had probably already seen this because I posted it on my close friends or whatever. But there was a video that went like viral-ish last week. It was a little boy. He was at home and he was swinging on his mama's pole or whatever, or whoever's pole. And this is when the single mother brigade comes in and the women bashers start to bashing, because they started making all these think pieces saying like, oh, this is why would she have this kid on a stripper pole? He just doing what he see do. Who strips in front of their kid? Why would you let a little boy do this, do that, da 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 da? Okay, one. Why is it when you see a kid on a pole, you automatically say stripper pole? From my knowledge, I always thought a stripper pole was one that strippers get on at a strip club, not a pole in someone's home where a kid is on. To me, that's just a pole in someone's living room. And you assuming that the mother is a stripper and she was stripping in front of her kid is even weirder. Because now we're just jumping and we're jumping into more weirdness, and we're like this close to R. Kelly weird. Like you guys are really scraping. You guys are really there. I don't know if you're purposely trying to be hashtag Robert Kelly, but it's very much giving. And I just don't understand why it's so hard to not sexualize children. Like, why is that so hard?
Because we
Why?
lived in an over sexualized culture and society, and their brains have disintegrated into mush.
Mush.
And I say
Mush.
this. It's kind of like I told my friend before. When white people are born, they have to be taught not to be racist. Like they're born just with that inside of them. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just because of the society we live in.
Mm-hmm.
So when we take that same mindset, there's just a certain thing that men are born with that they have to be taught not to. They're
Yeah.
fucking weirdos.
Agreed.
They're creeps.
I agree.
And
Okay.
that's just what society enforces in them. So if they don't have people teach, like if they're not deliberately trying to not be a weirdo, they're
They're
gonna do
gonna be
something
weirdos.
weird. Like
For sure.
they're
For
gonna do
sure.
something weird, and we're gonna be like, you almost you almost assaulted her.
Yeah. Like, did you miss that? Did you not
But
realize
men sexualize pretty much everything,
Yes,
everything?
and
they're weird.
that's what I meant by. I mean, well, sexualization in culture, society, blah blah blah, that has progressed over time. Period. But I just do think men really find the physical or sexualized aspect of literally everything,
Everything.
and when you see a child just swinging around something, when your mind instantly goes to your latest trip to Magic City, it's weird.
That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. And
Listen,
I got
nigga,
called
he
an
had
idiot
clothes
because I was
in.
like,
He was fully clothed.
he was literally fully clothed and it was a damn pole in a living room. So that I was just like, I'm not understanding. Because the original tweet of the guy, he said something like, bitches are weird because they saying, you're only sexualizing a stripper pole. It was something stupid. I'm gonna have to find it. But I was like, well, what she said is correct because that is not a stripper pole. That is literally a pole in someone's living room and a kid is on it. A stripper pole is a pole in the strip club with someone dancing on it as a stripper.
Yeah.
Did you know that these poles exist outside of the strip club?
Everything.
Firefighters, playgrounds, living rooms, workout
All kinds of different
classes,
kind of
There are
pole.
also people who just
Yeah,
their art is dancing like
yeah.
dancing on a
pole
pole,
artists,
aerial
whatever.
skills,
Yeah, whatever they're called. Like
but they
those
don't
are
know the
people
word
as aren't
aerial
strippers. That's just
and
what
they
they
don't,
do.
yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
just, but I'll shut up
they
because I
don't
know me.
understand that.
I'm a woman. I
They
have a
don't
woman brain, so
they don't
I
understand
don't
that.
want to
They
think too
think if they
much.
see it in one light, it can only exist in that. And that's why I was like, I think object permanence. I think you guys should look that up. If you don't know, men, because I know y'all a little slow,
Slow.
look it up, okay, babes? It kind of gives a ball in motion will stay in motion until stopped by force. It's along those lines conceptually. So if you can't understand that,
Oh
maybe it's too
gosh,
far fetched for you.
not physics. All right.
If that was hard for you to grasp in ninth grade, object permanence might be a little hard for you to grasp as well. But take it slow, sound it out. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. I'm pretty sure explaining it. They teach this to little children, so sure, a monkey could figure it out. So you could.
That is funny.
Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so enough of the
Oh,
men
so,
bashing.
so yeah.
Okay, let's go. What is it? Oh, to the topic. Oh gosh, I feel my feel my red blend over here.
Clearly.
Oh no, wait, where is it at? Okay, so today we are going to be talking about communication, the things a lot of you people lack. Okay, you guys have lacked communication from
Amongst other things.
the dark ages, from Neanderthals to the modern man. Communication, the lack of communication has stood the test of time.
That's a book
So I'm
title.
here to assist you all through your journey of learning how to communicate with people. Okay. So first, I'm going to start off with there are four Actually, let me send this to them so they can read over them. There are four communication styles. The first one, the first set of communication styles I'm going to talk to you guys about is just in general, like when you're just speaking, just in general with people, not solely romantically. And then there's another set of four that's geared towards your more personal relationships, I would say. Okay, so the first set, you have analyzer, director, socializer, relator. So, for an analyzer, some of their characteristics are they like fact and logic, they prefer policies and planning, they are organized, they prefer control over chaos, they like instructions. Director, they are objective and result oriented. They want to see productivity. They are competitive. They take charge and they make firm decisions. Socializer, motivation, prefers teamwork, builds relationships, nurturing and sensitive, can be a good listener. Relator, enjoys change and creativity, friendly and optimistic, likes big ideas and conceptualization, and they are adaptable. So, with those four ladies, as you guys read over them, what do you think you most identify? It could be a mix of two, a couple, or what if there's just one that solely sticks out to you that you feel like I am dead set on this communication style. Let the people know.
I'm absolutely an analyzer and a director. Um, I want the facts. Like I don't cut the extra. What is
Cut
it
the
and what
shit,
is it
cut the
not?
cameras.
I'm very decisive. Um, and that's I feel like the first thing I just mentioned is more analyzer and then director. Like I'm very decisive. It really irritates me when someone doesn't know what they want. Like, come on, let's get to it. Like, I don't know. I'm just very much that person. I feel like with my friends, I can be soft and compassionate, be a listener and all that, but I'm just saying like day to day what I like, what my personality is more like, I'm definitely like analyzer, director
Mm-hmm.
type.
Jametra.
I think I'm more of a relator. I was gonna say I'm a mix between the analyzer and the relator. I was only gonna say analyzer because I would prefer a clear cut like this, and this, and this. But when I really think about it, I'm if we're working like let's say we're working in a group and y'all two got beef, I'm gonna make it my mission that by the end of it, I don't care if nothing gets done, but I'm just gonna make it my mission that everybody's happy at the end of the day. At
I'm
the end of
weak.
it, everybody's gonna like y'all gonna understand one another. Y'all gonna see where the other person is coming from, and y'all gonna be cool, and you're gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why I'm more of a relator than an analyzer. Although I prefer like hardcore facts. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
no blurred lines. Let's just do this how it's supposed to be done. I could probably do without it. Like
Mm-hmm.
and also relator says adaptable. I don't really care if I need to be the person in charge. I can. Don't really want to. No, not really. But if a group requires it, because there's some groups like
Yeah,
somebody
you
You
have to
need
take
somebody
charge
to
because it's everybody's just going to be sitting there in silence if someone does.
exactly, or if there's a group where everybody want to be all the chefs, I'm
I'm cool
okay.
with saying that.
Well,
Okay, cool. Y'all do that shit.
yeah,
Do
literally.
I'll be a helper.
okay. Have fun doing all them damn spreadsheets. I don't give a damn. Have fun. So I would say, um, definitely relator. And honestly, I'm juggling between director and socializer for like a second one. Um, because it says the only reason why I'm going against socializer because it prefers teamwork. I do not. I do not prefer teamwork.
I do not either.
I would much rather do it myself because no thanks.
Hate
Um,
depending on other people.
yeah, like ooh, that makes me itch. But the other ones I do resonate with. It was just that prefers teamwork. No, thank you. And director, it was kind of similar to what Jametra says. I don't necessarily have to be in charge, but sometimes I have caught myself having the spirit to take over.
I'm glad you
Um,
said it. I'm glad you said
so
it.
yes, and even I remember I was doing like a one-on-one with my manager, like one of my previous managers, and she was like, she said she didn't say take over spirit, but she said I appreciate how when others are silent, you speak up, even if you don't necessarily know what's going on or you aren't well versed in whatever it is that I'm asking. When these other people be sitting there looking like you're like, you know what, I'll do it, and you rally everyone together and you get the information that needs to, and you delegate as it should be. And I'm like, thanks, girl. You know, I try. I mean, I don't want to do it, but like, if I have to, I guess I'll do it. But definitely relator for sure. Yeah, that's just me all day. That is my vibe. That's my wavelength. I much prefer to just be coasting, like, because I hate like them. You know, those type of coworkers or managers that are just always so rigid and uptight. I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn, bitch, take a deep breath or something. Do you need
Yeah.
some wine? Did you have a nap today? As they say, no. Well, we can tell because you need
No,
one.
hell.
We can tell that you did not. Okay, so the other set of four, like I said, this is specific to relationships. Sorry, I had a lot of saliva in my mouth there. Okay, so the first one is assertive. Then you have passive aggressive, and then you have aggressive. Hold on, let me
Well,
pull
where
up.
is that one at?
That's
Oh,
a
you
different
looking at
different one. Yeah. That's a different one. Hold on. Let me pull up characteristics of that one and send it to you guys. I forgot when I was starting to talk. Come on, man. Open, dude.
it. Bend down. Open. Bend down.
You're sick.
Let me tell you what
Okay.
this
Oh,
is.
that's the wrong group message. There you go.
Let me tell
Okay,
you
Alright.
what this
so for passive, some characteristics of a passive communication style is emotionally dishonest, indirect. What the hell does that say? There's like a watermark over it. I don't know what that other
is.
word
Oh, I
is.
see it.
Self denying, blaming, apologetic. Passive aggressive is emotionally dishonest as well, indirect, self denying at first, self enhancing at expense of others later. Aggressive, inappropriately honest, direct, expressive, attacking, blaming, controlling, self enhancing at expense of others. And lastly, assertive, appropriately honest, direct, self enhancing, expressive, self confident, empathetic to emotions of all involved. So
Uh,
let me know which one of
I
those
love
do you identify when it comes to your relationships?
I'm a mix of both. If I'm mad,
What do you
Well,
mean
there's
I'm
both?
four.
There's four.
yeah. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I had said it in my head. I'm a mix of
Oh,
two,
okay.
aggressive
Okay.
and assertive. Because when I'm
Okay.
mad, I don't care.
Hmm.
I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your own feelings.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna
But
tell the truth, but I just don't care to mince words. Like it
mhm,
doesn't serve me. But when I'm, in my nice spirit, when you haven't done anything to me, I'm
mhm.
just gonna be assertive.
Okay, that's good. I think there's obviously room for improvement, but that's good. Yeah, it's
I
really
don't think
good.
there's room for improvement
Well,
because
and
I
then you don't want to be
There's
aggressive
always
when
room
you're
for improvement.
angry, or maybe you
I
don't
don't get
easily
angry.
anger.
Yeah, I don't. No,
Yeah,
I
so
don't easily anger already. That's what I'm saying. So if I get angry, it's something you did. It's not. I don't just get angry.
okay, got it. Incredible Hulk. Okay, Morgan.
I will say I've shifted over time. I think a few years ago, I was definitely passive aggressive because I was in situations or relationships where I didn't feel it was safe to communicate my honest emotions because, as we all know, sometimes when you're too honest with a man, it doesn't work out. Like,
Right.
you express something you don't like, and then it turns into an argument instead of a conversation. And I was constantly met with aggression instead of compassion and a listening ear. And as I got older and experienced more mature relationships, I realized I can be assertive and honest about how I feel when I feel safe to do so. And I think through those experiences and growing since then, I realized I like how that feels to be able to just say, you did something that made me upset, and then be given the opportunity to express that, and then it gets fixed. It's like, wow,
Mhm. Yeah.
that can
Like
happen.
what?
So now moving forward, that's the only type of situation I will allow myself to be in because I don't want to go backwards. So
Mhm.
I'm assertive. What's up?
I was gonna say because you said you
Okay,
didn't
shake.
feel.
Nothing.
I was gonna say you didn't feel safe to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. What
Mm-hmm.
do you mean by that?
Like, if I was with someone and something they did bothered me or made me upset, and I would say, what you just did bothered me and made me upset, then it became an argument. When I'm telling you this just because I want us to have a conversation and fix it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to be met with aggression when that's not how I came at you. So until
Correct.
I really met people, guys, men, who didn't meet me there and they listened to me and we compromised and then there was a resolution that I saw clearly afterwards, then I'm like, okay, this is a realistic expectation. Let me add this to the pot of things that I'm going to be looking for, whether this works or whether this doesn't. And moving forward, I know that if I can't be assertive and if I can't be honest, then this isn't the situation I want to be in because I don't want to go back to feeling like I can't say whatever I have to say.
Maybe that's where I gotta grow up because if you meet me aggressive, then we just being aggressive, baby.
Because you just like, "Arr."
Let's get into
But that's the thing. If a guy came to you and was like, Jametra, I don't like that you did X, Y, and Z, how would you meet them? What would your energy? Would you be like, well, you da-da-da-da?
I feel like honestly, it depends on what it is. If I don't agree with you, I'm not hearing it.
But see, that's not fair. Because if they don't agree with something that you feel, they should still meet you in a kind manner and willing to listen.
They should listen. They should be able to speak to you respectfully,
Yeah,
regardless of how
I'm
they
gonna
feel about
listen,
something.
but then I'm gonna listen. You're right, but then I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
And this is why I said
No,
room for improvement.
Oh,
Room for
room for
improvement.
improvement.
not necessarily arguing or nothing because I'm not
Snaps.
giving that up.
Because
But
then you're going into the conversation to say what you want to say, not to hear what they're
Hear
trying
what's
to
there.
tell you
Yeah,
too.
exactly. And now you're on the defense, and that wasn't the purpose of the
That's not
conversation.
healthy.
Yeah, you don't always want to feel like you're fighting with your partner, where you
yeah,
always
no,
have to be on
it's
the
not a
defense.
fight. That's
Well, to you,
It's not a fight to you because you coming out the
you're the one
mirror
on the
in your head
defense.
already.
Yeah, you already have made it up in your mind that they're wrong, and you're on the defense, and you're just defending. So of course, to you, it's not a fight, but to them, it's like an uphill battle. They're like, "Fuck," and just like can't win for lose with this
if it
lady.
was logical, I would hear it out.
But Demetri, you can't say that because there have been times I've been in relationships and my boyfriend, my whoever would come to me and say, I don't like that you did this. And I think it is completely stupid. Like, I would not get mad if the tables were turned.
Right.
But since this person has always heard me out and always tried to make me comfortable, I have to be the same way.
Yeah.
No, when
Like, who
okay,
am
so
I to say what you
when
can
we
get upset
say
about?
I don't mean like, oh, I'm not gonna I wouldn't be upset by that. That's not what I mean. Because in my heart, Tasia will tell you I always be trying to be the mediator between her and that crazy man. I would be like, well, Tasia,
She did. And I'd be
like
like, I don't give a fuck.
because I was like, well, Tasia, you gotta look at it this way. So it's not that
And I'll
oh,
be like, what?
so it's not that I wouldn't feel It's not that, oh, because I'm also not sensitive. There's not really anything you can say to me that's gonna hurt my feelings, that's gonna make me upset. What I meant by if they're illogical is I really mean if they're lying. Because sometimes people make things up
Ah,
in
yeah.
their head,
Hmm.
and it's just like maybe that's how you
That's not
feel.
how that
That's not
happened.
what happened.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I'm not gonna
Okay.
say
Yes.
sorry for something that didn't happen.
Hmm.
Well, that's
I,
different. But
that's
also,
not illogical.
don't be abrasive. Like you can tell your truth in a nice and safe environment and set the record straight.
This is a safe space.
Yeah.
Because
Now, if they
also,
came at you, well, da-da-da-da, brr, da, 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 okay, well, I get it. I get it.
Gra-da-da-da.
But if they were just like, Jametra, can I just talk to you? Like something you did kind of hurt my feelings, blah, blah, blah. They could just be like, that's not what happened. Let me tell you what happened. You know?
okay,
She gonna be like, I don't
I'll
give a
give you
fuck
a
about
better
your feelings.
example. This is not like a relationship with a man. This is like happened with the friend group. I was much younger when it happened, but I said something that I honestly still to this day I believe.
I think it's a joke. I think it was
Like
funny.
I no, I didn't think it was a joke. I was being serious, and even right now, looking back on the situation, I
But it was the
believe
truth.
it. Like I something that I considered was the truth. It hurt their feelings. I didn't. I didn't apologize for it because
She
to
did
me it
not.
wasn't true. I wasn't. It was like between us, it wasn't. Literally, this is what happened. I said what I said about them. It got back to them. They stopped talking to me. So then later, I was like, "What's wrong with y'all? Why is nobody talking to me?" Because honey, it was
The
you.
attention
No,
arc.
that's like about something else.
What's going
So I
on?
asked,
What's going
so I
on?
asked somebody. I was like, "Oh, what did I do?" They told me what I did, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." And then they were like,
Okay.
"You're not gonna apologize?" And I said, "No." I said, "It's now I just understand what's going on, and that's okay." And
Okay.
then
What's going
literally,
on?
literally we got back cool because they were like, "Oh, I can respect that you didn't lie and say that you didn't say it." Because I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Hmm.
did say it, but I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not
Like I
taking
felt that, and I still feel that.
your
It's,
your
to
feelings are
me,
hurt."
that's how I felt.
Yeah, I can apologize that I made your feelings hurt.
Like that was my intention. I was just speaking the truth
Did you do
from what
that?
happened.
No,
No, she didn't.
I
No,
did
she
not.
just
Okay.
stopped talking to them.
I
Yeah, she didn't
didn't.
Okay.
apologize at
No, I
all.
didn't. No, I didn't stop talking. They stopped talking to me. I just understood why they stopped talking to me, and I
Yeah.
just said, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah,
I
they
think I
just
just
stopped.
got with my
They
life.
didn't talk at all after that. Yeah, like
Yes,
they just kept
and
it going.
then
I'm
we
feeling like this was
eventually
a very surface level friendship because if y'all were like
we were also like 16.
close,
Like
then
we
I
were
feel
also like
like you would care that maybe you hurt her feelings. Not that you told the truth, but like I didn't mean to hurt. Like I don't want to hurt
Maybe
her
it was a
feelings.
proximity relationship
Yeah, I'm
because
it
what
feeling
was
that.
this
was
freshman
really
year?
because the main no we were juniors because we were driving
Oh,
because what I said had to do with us driving. So we were juniors or seniors.
oh, I thought.
So we were
Oh,
like
never mind. I was thinking about a different. I was thinking about in college.
oh
What you said to. That's
that
what I thought you were
too
talking.
that
That's
is
what I was. This whole time I
that's
thought that's what you were
literally
I'm
talking
seeing the
about.
pattern.
the exact same
That's
situation
what I thought you were talking
that
about.
did happen too. I forgot all about that.
Because literally, this whole time that scenario has been playing in my head. And when you were like
But
16, I
even
was
in
like, you guys were not 16.
yeah, but even in that situation, I didn't apologize because I felt that way. And then with them, with the high school thing, they eventually came around. They were like, "Oh, we respect that you didn't lie and say you didn't say it." And I'm like, "Who the
I
hell are
don't give a
y'all?"
fuck. Still
Like,
don't care. But okay.
I
Thanks,
was
I
like,
guess.
"Oh, okay." And then we became cool then, and I still talk to a lot of them now. But the one she's talking about in college, literally, I was fine with not talking to them ever again. And then eventually, literally, maybe like 2 years ago, right before the pandemic, they were like, "Oh my god, we miss you," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Like,
Can't say it back, but
It's
you
great
know,
to be missed.
yeah. I went out to lunch with them. Yeah, it
and
was
she
like
ain't seen them since.
yeah, it was no, but the thing is, it was no beef with me. I even
Yeah.
followed them back. I let them follow me on Instagram, and I followed them back because like it was no beef with me. Y'all was the ones that were mad.
Yeah.
And I just
No,
wouldn't
that's
apologize
understandable.
or take back what I said.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesante. Muy,
Yes,
muy.
ma'am. What are yours, Tasia?
Okay, so
I feel. I'm
I
not
have
gonna go
three.
ahead.
I got three. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
3 out of 4.
I Yeah, I ain't
Damn.
never been
Right.
passive. I ain't never been passive in my life. But passive aggressive, aggressive, and assertive. Yes. Assertive is okay, let me just talk. Passive aggressive, when this is more so when kind of like what Morgan was speaking to earlier, when I don't feel comfortable in a relation in a situation, or I don't really understand our boundaries or what it is, I do tend to lead towards passive aggressive aggressiveness, simply because I don't know the reaction and I would prefer to not have it blow up into an argument, because I've had that happen before with my intentions, and I made sure that I said it in a way that it could not be misconstrued that I was trying to be combative. It still somehow went that way.
They do
So
not care.
that's me just trying to protect, because ain't nobody got I'm too old
Nobody
to
want
be
to fight.
arguing. I'm not gonna be doing all that. Like, so that's me. That's more of like a protective thing for me, and just like trying to get the scope of what these Negroes be about. Aggressive is when I'm angry. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. If you have known
Hmm.
me, if you have known me from high school up until now, the aggressiveness has toned down a good bit. I was definitely more quick to pop off in my younger years. Like, it didn't really take that much. Now it takes it takes more. A lot of the times I just let it be to God, depending on who the person is. Certain people, I'm always gonna have smoke for them, because you're trash and you're gonna get this smoke regardless. But for 99% of other people, that's not the case. It takes a lot for you to upset me that much for me to go off, because I know how I am when I'm upset. I talk very reckless. I say things that I'm not gonna say I don't mean them. I just say that because you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you worse. And that's not good. I don't want to be that person. That's a very ugly, evil person. And I recognized that in my younger 20s. I was like, I don't want to be that girl, because I saw, even though I don't give a fuck about that person, I saw how it made that person feel and how they, reacted to the things that I would say. Because I would talk specifically to men, I talk to them recklessly. Um, I've
I would like to
learned.
say I have been a victim. I have been a victim,
Victim.
and I don't speak out of anger like that. I don't say mean things. I was,
Victim is sick.
so I didn't know how
Okay,
to.
Regina George.
She said, I want to
I
tell
have
my
been
story.
a victim because I felt hit. I have been a victim.
If you have been victimized
Well,
by
yeah,
Tasia
what you
Phillips,
say
please
fuck me
stand with
for?
me.
Man, that is not me. No, that is not me anymore. That is the old me. I don't do that no
I
more.
will say, you relationship wise, I have faith in you, love you to pieces. I want to see like relationship Tasia again, but in like, a grown adult relationship, because you
Mhm.
don't really know until you're there again.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
So I feel like that'll be the real like,
That's a real test. I agree. I agree,
okay,
because I could be doing all the groundwork now, but I don't know how I'll react when I'm in a situation. And I've been in like arguments with people that I was like, dating. Um, and I was kind of proud of myself. I was like,
and I also think
pats
back
on the
then
back.
you were dating a bitch. He argues with women, so
True. True.
yeah, I
it
think that
amped
situation
it
was
up. That was,
very, we're gonna stay
Tumultuous.
isolated. So
yeah,
that's why I'm
Yes.
excited to see you in an adult relationship that's mature and that's healthy,
Hmm.
with a
and
man with.
see your progress and your
A man
growth.
with a brain. Yes. And assertive is the reason why I put that, because I have seen myself in an assertive, healthy communication style. I was recently like talking to someone from my past. It wasn't like, I'm not talking like that, but like we were just like having a conversation. And we were just talking about us from then, and like how we've grown, like how we are two different, like we're different people now. And it just made me think of, because I was trying to think of like times where I felt like I was like completely safe and secure. Not saying that this person, we never had any problems, because we did, but for the most part, that was probably the safest and the most secure I've ever felt in a relationship. And even like when we were talking about certain things, like I vividly remember I was extremely assertive. If he did something that I didn't like, hurt my feelings, I was straight up. I would tell him, I didn't like that. I don't like how you did that. Don't like how you talk to me, because you don't talk to me like that. So why did you? Is this? Is there something going on, Toots? Because what's going on? Like you usually baby girl princess, and now you're just calling me by my name. What's going on?
Okay,
Is
see,
there a
they
problem?
know what they be doing. Because why are you using my name?
Like, why are you using my
But
government
I
right
do
now?
think there's something to be said about the transition between learning how to communicate in a healthy situation when all you've been in is unhealthy situations
Mm-hmm.
and having like that self talk, like, actually, you're not making sense, babes. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
person hasn't made it a space to where you can't communicate, so communicate. I think every woman kind of, when you finally
Finally.
get to a healthy situation with someone and they're showing and exemplifying healthy things and an environment that allows you to speak your mind, you kind of have to talk to yourself like, okay, like, you don't have to be that way anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
don't have to be so combative. I think
Exactly.
it's just an interesting transition to have with yourself. And then once you get that, you never want to go back. And then I think
Never.
that helps you kind of gauge men as well. I think as we go along and we meet different men and kiss buku frogs, we just add different things to, go
Yeah, it's
for.
added to the list. Like, oh no. Oh
Not
no. I
that.
can like you it's like things you start to realize red flags from the very beginning. Like because someone you it's like certain things, the way people word things, the way people say, the way people talk to other people, you automatically know. You said that to that waiter, or you said that to your cousin. I know why that behavior, this is the type of person you're gonna be. Nice knowing you, babes. Thanks for the dinner. Um,
It's been
talk to you
great.
never. Okay, bye. Toodles.
I wouldn't want to
Um,
be you.
what'd you say?
See, you wouldn't want to be you.
No, dead ass. Okay, so actually a lot of these questions we already answered with our first one. So
Whoops.
Yeah.
um so okay, so I guess this will actually be the last question now that I think about it. And we kind of already answered this too, but whatever. Does your style or styles of communication in all relationships, do you think it transcends, or do you think you have the ability to change? Do you think have you okay, how can I word this better? When you're looking at all of your relationships that you have in your life, do you think you are a certain communicator with certain people, or are you across the board the same type of communication, the first out of both sets that we mentioned?
I'm the same. Quick and
My
easy.
communication is consistent with the people who are consistent in my life. If I'm meeting I talk to my friends, that's consistent, which is the same way I talk to my mom, which is the same way I talk to my family. If you're a man and you're new in my life, I would say like my day-to-day communication is the same. Like I text everyone the same way, like all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as problem resolution, getting deep in my feelings, I have to build that with you. Because the way I'm vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
with my friends or vulnerable with my mom, no,
Totally different level.
don't know you. Okay?
Do not know you,
Um
Playboy.
and I can get to that point, but it takes a different type of time and trust, and I use that loosely, to
Facts.
get there. Um so I would say technically I would say yes, because that's who's in my life, my friends and my mom and my family, and I communicate with them all the same way. But with men you have to be cautious and protect yourself. So I do approach that differently. But in every other aspect, yes.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get vulnerable at all. But so, because of that,
We know.
This is why I said room for improvement.
I'm perfect.
This is the year of room for improvement. Fuck the rat, fuck the squirrel, or whatever else it is. Year of room for improvement. You know, like how
Oh,
they say year of the rat?
oh yeah.
Development.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
so
not year of the
The
rat.
horse, the
I don't
pig,
worry
the
about that.
everything.
But yeah, I pretty much, I'll say the only difference, like if you're new in my life, I'm going to say what I need to say, and then I'm going to block you and never speak to you again. So you don't even get a chance to say anything. That's just pretty much the only difference. But I'm going to get off my chest, because if I don't get it off, if I don't say stuff,
It's
it's a
gonna
lot of
eat
times
at her.
it's literally going to bother me. So a lot of times I go in there, I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Then I just be
2
sitting
seconds
there,
later, she's like, "Okay, so
okay, let me just say
I just
it.
gotta say this."
But no, I used to be that way. Like I used to really drag men and then block them. Like that used to be my thing.
That was Morgan's favorite pastime. I still have screenshots in my phone of when she dragged this man for
Well, I didn't
filth.
do that. I didn't do that. I didn't
But it
do
was
that.
always warranted. It was I would never just like randomly drag a man for like absolutely
What do you
nothing.
mean by warranted?
Yeah,
Because
How
I
define
much
it.
do
drag are
think
you
some of
referring
those
to?
some of those situations, because I remember this phase in your life. Because I remember I said this to you, Morgan. Why are you even entertaining this? Why are you even talking to them still? If you know these people annoy you, just stop talking to them. And you're like, I'm just Joseph. Well, then if you're just Joseph, you don't need to be dragging them like this.
Literally.
Just leave them be. Just block them. And you'd be like, but no.
I did. I ended up blocking them. It just. I feel like my
She had a
worst drags
dragging
were
kink.
warranted
She
because
had a
the one,
dragging kink.
well, the one about like the EBT card and all that was because he kept hounding me, and the one where I mentioned his ex that cheated on him was because he disrespected me first. So I feel
Yeah,
like
I
those
was
are my
talking
worst.
about Auntie,
Those,
Auntie NC.
okay, well he kept hounding me. You're trying to give me something I don't want. Like, let me just let you know the truth real quick, and then we can dissolve this whole thing right now.
Poor
So
Auntie,
I feel,
Auntie.
I feel like that was warranted,
I wonder
but
how he's doing.
I just feel like I'm not like that now. Um,
Yeah, much
I've
better.
grown. I've taken a complete step back from the whole
Mm-hmm.
species. Um, but what was I gonna? I was gonna go somewhere with this, but I don't remember. But basically, yeah, communication. I think changes over time. We change over time, and we grow. And I just feel like moving forward, my communication style will remain assertive just because, like I said, I don't want to be put in a situation where I can't. Oh, I know where I was going with this. When I meet someone new, as in a man, I feel like we all kind of, when we meet someone new and then we kind of feel ourselves liking them, you don't want to come off, I don't know,
Too
like too
strong.
abrasive. Yeah,
I
but you also
strong.
want to communicate that something they did you didn't like. And it's like, while
Mm-hmm.
you want to see how they handle and react to that, you also don't want to rock the boat because nothing has gone wrong so far. And you don't want to be like,
You don't want to be the
the,
person that made something go wrong. Like, who wants to be
yeah,
that girl?
yeah. So I think that can be a difficult thing.
Agreed. Agreed.
But then
Yes.
again, if that person has made you feel like you can communicate, then it shouldn't be that hard. So I
It
think
shouldn't be
just
hard at all.
being observant of the person you're doing all of this communicating with.
Agreed. I agree. For me to answer, I think with everyone except for men, my communication is very much consistent. And consistent in the fact that it's consistent and it's what I aim to be with everyone. With my friends and in my personal relationships, I'm much more on the assertive side. Um, and it's an open forum because my friends make me feel like it is obviously it's a safe space. I can talk to my friends about anything and they will hear me out. There's no judgments there.
Oh, I
Um, okay, except for Jametra. She
I
does.
won't
She
judge.
does judge. She does judge.
She's sick.
I'm very judgmental. I try listen.
But I mean
I
like judgmental in the fact that you're not going to like yes, you would judge the situation or my reaction, but you're not gonna judge me to the point where you crucify me, if that makes sense.
okay. You're just
Like
gonna see
in
why you're
that,
wrong.
whatever. But with these nakers, not so much. I definitely lean towards passive aggressiveness. But like I said, I aspire to bring how I treat my friendships. I think I just personally kind of hold my platonic friendships a lot higher than I do my romantic ones. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Um,
Because
my
the quality
friends,
is there.
literally,
Listen,
and all my
listen.
friends I've known way longer than I've known these niggas. And the groundwork is there, the
They've
love
been
is there, the
consistent.
respect is there, the consistency is there, the genuineness is there. So I'm sorry, babes. I'm gonna put my friends first. And if I drop you like a hot potato,
Don't regret it.
oh fucking well.
I'd do it
I
again
don't give a
tomorrow.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Don't.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. But I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to bring that assertiveness across all boards. Um, so yeah, that was all of the questions there. So Morgan, if you have word of the day, word of the week, I mean, go
If
ahead.
you wanna be smart, and you want to know how to speak, you come to Not That Complicated for the word of the week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today's word is kitsch, spelled
Good word.
KITSCH. Kitsch means something that appeals to popular or lowbrow taste and is often of poor quality. Used in a sentence,
Mm.
kitsch and tacky but collectible items can be found at the flea market.
Mm.
I think there's a lot of things we can describe as kitsch in today's society.
I agree.
So
Yes.
I would implore everyone to use it this week as many times as you possibly can.
Yes. Please. We love that. We love to see it. Okay, so you guys ready for the Not That Complicated? Jametra, are you ready for the song? Let me hold on, wait.
Hmm.
Warm up my vocal cords. Okay, had to moisten them up. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
One, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Not that complicated. Yeah. Okay, high notes. Yeah, she was giving soprano. I was giving alto. Love that. Okay, so for today, it's not that complicated. This may be familiar to the co-host.
Hmm.
Say,
I don't know if I trust it, but go ahead.
okay, so say you're in a relationship and this has been it's a long no, not it has not been a long relationship. It's been a relationship and you're in your adult age, and then I know this is not don't I'm gonna say this is very fictional for us. This is extremely fictional, so don't come with the BS answers. Oh, I would never be in that situation. Well, you in the situation according to my scenario.
I'm
Okay.
gonna give you the
So
whole thing. I would never.
Oh God.
so like I said, you were in a relationship and you are pregnant by your man, whatever. And you know, you're pretty far along in your
This
pregnancy,
my
right?
boyfriend?
Yes, this is your boyfriend. So
I already know what she gonna do this.
so you were
I've heard
pregnant.
enough.
Um and you are pretty far along. Like any day now, you could kind of pop. And you've also had a kind of rough pregnancy. To give the listeners some insight, you have been very sick. You can't keep weight. You can't keep food down. You also have.
I feel like I know where this is going.
She's
Go
sick.
ahead.
You also have spells of passing out. You know. Okay, so like I said, you're in a relationship, and your partner decides. Like I said, you're far along. You're in the third trimester, and your partner decides to go on vacation. And when they're on vacation, like I said, you have these spells. You pass out, right? The people in your apartment, they find you. Um, sorry,
That's it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I was gonna say the banana thing, but I'm not even going to. Okay, the people in your apartment find you, and then you call your partner. You're like, "Hey, babe, like, I just passed out. I don't know how long I was unconscious, but people found me in this way. Like, I need you to come back." He doesn't.
I'm gonna
He
tell you
actually extends his trip. What are you doing?
the quick answer is I'm gonna move out in the middle of the night. He literally he won't know where I am.
Lady of the night,
Since I
gone.
can't send the kids back at this point,
Literally, as soon as he
I have to remove myself from the situation.
literally he
With
gonna be
man of mine, first of all, why are you gone and I'm far along?
Right. That part.
Why are you okay with being gone and I'm far
Right.
along? And then I tell you I didn't passed out and you're not on the next flight back
when
and then
I
you
say
extend it? Oh, okay.
he gonna be trying to use his key fob to get in the door and it's not gonna work because I ended the lease.
I have
Like
literally
literally, they have
pointed
already
up.
changed it
I have
for the next
pointed up.
resident.
There are new tenants by the time you
Literally.
get back.
Don't live there.
I'm gone. I'm gone. Okay, and so I got that answer. Also, I agree. I'm gone. I'm peace out. So say you were to stay, like for some reason, or maybe you didn't stay. Maybe you just end up finding out, maybe because you guys are co-parenting now. You've had the children, and he tells you find out somehow that not only did he extend the trip, but he was there with another woman. What are you doing?
Shooting him.
You said I stayed or I didn't stay, because if I
You
since I did,
stayed. You
oh damn,
stayed.
I was gonna say, since I didn't say, I don't give a fuck.
No, you stayed in this
Yeah.
scenario. You stayed. My bad. Yeah, you stayed.
Okay, so then I stayed. So then I'm gonna leave.
I'm shooting him on my way out.
Because now there's too much going on. Now there's a like,
Actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have a family member do it.
yeah, that nigga gonna be on a t-shirt regardless. I don't care.
I'm not. I don't
With the
see a
clouds.
way. Listen, I will never be with a man. This is one of the things. You know how you're not supposed to say, "Oh, I'm never gonna do that." I'm never gonna. This is the one thing for sure I can say. I would never be with a man who's not a good dad,
Okay.
and that's just the bottom line. If you're not a good dad, you don't have time to be worried about no kind of woman. You don't have time to. You need to worry about what you need to do in your life to be able to be a present father for your kid.
That
That's
part.
what you need to
That
do. You
part.
can't
Nothing
focus
about
on.
being a bad dad is attractive.
This is
Nothing
literally
about that gets
not.
my coochie wet.
And then even if let's say I'm the new chick, and you over here spitting all this game to me, hey, then I'm gonna get pregnant and I'm gonna be like,
I'm
baby
like,
mama.
you don't even take care of your kids.
First of all, I'm gonna be baby mama number 2. That is a
Too
lot.
much for me.
That
Yeah.
is, that
Especially if
is,
she ain't dead. No
You
thanks.
took it far. You took it far.
and then baby mama number 1 probably been trying to tell me that then this is what he do, and I'm like, mommy,
Mm-hmm. You did a
mommy,
Summer Walker. She bit her.
yeah,
You know, like those kind of things. And then
yeah.
now you're eating your
And that
words.
look at me, no ma'am,
Look at me. Look at me. Better stop playing with me.
yeah, there's literally no way I would stay with him.
Yeah, it's a no for me across the board from the very first aspect of the scenario. Um, can't do it, won't do it, and he deserves the hottest part of hell. And I
Agreed.
will do whatever I can
Inferno.
to ensure that that's where he belongs. That's where he ends up.
Like that
Listen, I will
meme of
say
that
this:
thing in
as I've
Inferno.
gotten older, love is not enough to sustain a
True the fuck
It
is
relationship.
never
not.
was.
Yes,
Love will never
True
be
that.
enough, and I just
it's
really
Will
want y'all to
not
never.
know
enough.
that.
I can love you to
Not
death.
y'all, but listeners.
But if
Love
you're
will
not
never be
providing
enough.
for me in any other ways outside of pure love, no thanks,
Can't
babes.
pay a bill with love. Can't cut.
Can't do
Can't. You
nothing.
can't.
Can't take care of kids with love because y'all
Love
niggas
can't make
also
you
be against
warm.
taking care of kids.
You know. So let's just call a spade a spade. Love is not enough. What else are you doing?
So like, no grassy ass homeboy. I
Because
won't.
that's what people try to say. Oh, it's but we've been together for
I don't give a fuck.
150 years, and that.
And I can say that because at one point I was that bitch that
You
was
were.
holding on to history, that was holding on to the fact I was able to convince myself that, oh, I've wasted all this time or I've been with this person for X amount of years. Like I have to. Like it has like no, it doesn't. You could be 45 years old and you could be with someone for 15 years. And if they're not serving you, leave them
Gotta
I
go.
feel like
immediately.
before we end, that was one of the most traumatizing times in my life. Morgan, you might not know, but her and the crazy man, they were hounding when they broke up. They were hounding me. I didn't have a fucking computer. I was in the library trying to study for finals, and I was getting calls back to back from him, from her. He want me to tell her to get back with him. She want me to tell her what to do.
No. He
That
was
is
blowing up both
He was hounding
me and my,
everyone.
my boyfriend at the time. He literally, Tasia blocked me on Twitter because she thought I was in cahoots with him. And I was
Yeah,
like,
and that was
I'm your
also
best
Jametra
friend.
was the one that planted that seed in my head. I ain't
I
even gonna
said
hold
that.
you.
I'm not even. I was like, I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know none of these people. But what I do know, what I didn't, the only thing I knew about you was that you flipped on us when we had that
Uh-huh.
fucking
I have since
meeting.
explained what had happened.
Well, yeah,
But
but
I didn't
in
know
that
that
in
you
that time
were.
you hadn't. So she was like,
I was
Tasia, I
like,
don't know. She's like, I think they might still be friends, and you should probably remove yourself from that situation because you don't want anything to do with him.
honey,
But
I
why
would
would
have
I,
told.
logically, why would I pick him over you?
I
Listen, babes,
genuinely no.
What
I don't
what
know.
Honey,
math?
I don't think you
Math.
were necessarily picking over one over the other.
yeah,
I think it was just both.
Yeah, I
No,
genuinely thought that y'all were all friends. That's like the
Yeah.
way
no,
it was.
he was
The
friends
way,
with my boyfriend at the
yeah,
time.
but the way I thought about it, I thought that y'all were. Tej, no, y'all
In the
were like
beginning, it was. In the beginning, we
In
y'all
the
were
beginning,
all friends.
we
Yes.
all met
Yes.
around the same time, like,
were.
so it
Hmm.
wasn't that. It was just once they started getting to a place of, all right, y'all are gonna literally implode in 2 months, like 2 days.
Hmm.
Um,
2 hours, 2 minutes.
I chose my fighter, and
I
that's
didn't
just
know.
what it was. My
I was
boyfriend kept the
confused.
relationship with him because they niggas, whatever, whatever. But you wasn't gonna be calling my phone asking me for ways to get back with her. No,
And you see, I would have respected that. He was calling me, telling me that I tell Tasia what to do, and I need to tell
Yes.
Tasia to get back with him. He was like, she
And
listens to you.
not
You
control your robot.
That's what he was
literally, that's
telling
literally what
me.
he was saying.
I was I'm like,
To
I
this
don't
day, he still
control what
thinks
to
that
do.
my friends control what I do. To this day.
I don't tell that girl. I was like, I don't tell her what to do. He was like,
Well, can
she
I
listens
meet his controller? Because we have a lot to talk about.
we
Who
do.
who has your what is it?
Who has your game
You could tell
controller?
you could tell me on a PS.
Who
What
has
is
your
it?
stick?
Controller? Yeah.
Sad
Who
part
has
is,
your joystick?
the sad part
I
is, I
want to
don't
know.
think he has friends, or if he has, like, I
They're
truly
not
don't
real
think he
friends.
has
It's not
real
real
friends.
friends.
And if
It's
he
not
does have
genuine
those kind of
friendships.
friends, they don't know.
They probably suck as well. And
Yeah,
they don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
They also probably don't know.
Either they like egging that shit on, or they
Because who
genuinely
goes
don't
around
like.
parading about them being trash in that sense? No one. So
Yeah, so
they don't
um,
know.
that just was one of the most traumatizing times of my life. I was trapping off of.
For you, think
I,
about for me.
I didn't have nothing to do with y'all. That was your
No,
business.
I know. I do agree. I do
I
agree
was
because I
trapping off
remember
of
I
my
would tell her, I'd be like, "Can you stop calling her? Like she doesn't have anything to do with this. Like this is literally we are going through finals right now. And you keep calling her about nonsense. It's not working. Take your fucking cards and your ugly ass hydrangeas and get the fuck."
And I feel like if it was a regular semester for me, I might have had it in me.
No, that was them poinsettias.
Poinsettias. That's what they
Yeah,
was.
those
Them
poinsettias. I
Christmas
might have had
ass
Beautiful
it
flowers.
flowers.
How you give somebody Christmas flowers after Christmas?
in.
Them
That's
grandma
crazy.
ass flowers.
He
Who the
stole
fuck
them
is
off of an LSU display. I'm convinced. I'm
that shit?
sorry.
If it was a
I'm not
regular,
even gonna lie, that pisses me off to this day. Because why would you do
Okay,
that? You could have
one day
kept
we're
that.
gonna have to do an episode of all of the like stupid and weird and strange things that our exes have like done, like funny things. That'll be a really funny episode.
That would be a good one. I got a list, babes, and it's gonna be all from the same nigga, most
Tasia
likely.
got me beat. I ain't even gonna lie.
she
On the
got me
on
beat
the
too.
on the crazy funny scale, she got me beat. On like the traumatic scale, I got them beat. But listen, we can all
Facts.
laugh. We can
Yeah,
laugh. That's my trauma response anyway. Cause I'm gonna tell a joke.
Sick
I'm
yeah,
world
gonna
we
tell a
live in.
joke.
yeah.
Evil world we live
We
in.
gonna laugh regardless.
Mine's ain't. I
Coming
don't
up,
think
guys.
mine's not
Coming
that
up.
bad. 'Cause I was on my traumatized these niggas back. I was getting even.
I was 100%
At one point, I
the
thought I
villain.
was getting even, and he didn't care.
Yes, that I was
Do
messing
y'all
with
remember
Ray.
that phase?
Yes,
I
I was
was getting
Okay,
messing.
but
even
we can
and
also
being
do an
honest about me getting
episode.
even, and he still didn't care.
We can do an episode
I'm
about
just like, what the
whenever
fuck?
like the times in our lives when we became the villains and
Oh
how that
yeah.
went. That's 2 ideas. Write that down.
You want to fight? I
Hmm.
I
want
was.
to tussle.
I feel like every woman has her villain phase. Well, once
Oh
you realize
yeah.
what it is with niggas, then you
Oh
tap
yeah.
into your
You
Joker.
definitely tap into big villain. Big villain. Big teeth.
Cause y'all
For
was
sure.
sick of me. I know y'all was sick of me. Had y'all thrown up.
Oof. Sorry, I'm trying to type these. Okay, is that it? That's all we have? Okay, so
Yeah.
thanks for listening today. I hope you guys are excited that we are back. I hope you really did enjoy the comeback, the comeback. Because we really did. It's been too long. Hopefully we will not have another hiatus like this. This was unexpected because we would have warned you guys, but
Yeah, we
you
would
know,
have.
that was just, it was above us at this point. But make sure
We're just
you
it's a new
are,
season. Yeah, that was
yeah,
last
new
season.
season.
New
We're
season.
moving
It was,
into,
we had to take a break.
yeah, exactly. But hopefully, no, actually, I lost my train of thought. Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram at Not That Complicated Pod, and you are subscribed to our YouTube channel if you're here for the visuals at Not That Complicated Podcast. And everything is in the bio in our what's that thing called? In our Instagram. Ooh, I'm losing it. Everything is in the bio, so you can find where you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere anywhere you listen to your podcast. We are available. And if you are feeling fancy, make sure you follow the host. You can follow me at Sotasia, SEAUXTEJAH.
And me at 2 underscores. Yeah, what's my Instagram name?
2 underscores Jametra.
Okay,
Mm,
I can't remember if the underscores were before or after. 2 underscores Jametra, Jametra.
And you can follow me on everything at Moashco. That's Moashco. You already know. Drop it to the flow, coming through the door. About to give you Mo. Thanks for
Her.
listening or watching.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll see y'all next time.
Peace out. Deuces.